Hello viewers, this Not Too Fast here. In today's video I'll be reviewing a 2-channel dashcam from the company Masigo. This one here is the model A340D. The front camera records in 4K resolution and the rear camera records in 1080p. This dashcam comes with a large 3-inch IPS color LCD display. It has night vision recording, built-in G-sensor to detect any impact to the vehicle. It also has Wi-Fi connectivity, so you can use the mobile app to connect to it to view and download recorded files. And on top of that, Masigo also included a 32GB memory card, so you don't have to buy one, which makes it a truly plug-and-play system right out of the box. I'll go over everything you need to know about this dashcam in this video, so let's get started. Let me show you the unboxing of this Masigo A340D 2-channel dashcam. It comes with a 32GB microSD memory card. There's a windshield mount, power cable, right here is a Masigo A340D 2-channel dashcam. User manual, and extra double-sided tape for the windshield mounts. Right here is a rear camera cable, and a double-sided tape for the rear camera. Here's a look at everything you get with this dashcam. So let's take a closer look at this dashcam. Right in the middle is a front-facing camera. This camera has an 8-megapixel CMOS sensor, and the resolution on it is Ultra HD 4K at 30 frames per second. The viewing angle of this camera lens is 145 degrees, so it's wide enough to capture everything happening in front of you. On this side here is a speaker. Looking at the top, right here is a power button. In the middle is where you install the windshield mount. And on the right side, this connector is for connecting to the rear camera. Looking at the bottom, there's a reset switch, and over here is a microphone. And on this side, this is where you install the microSD memory card. Now this dashcam comes with a 32GB memory card, but it can support up to 512GB memory size. On the back is a large 3-inch IPS color LCD display. On the right you have the navigation button. The first one here is a menu button, and the up select, down select, and the OK button. Now these buttons do have a secondary function. This button will allow you to go back in the menu. This button is for you to toggle the picture-in-picture view, so you switch between front view and a back view. You can use this button to mute the microphone and also turn on the Wi-Fi. And the last button here is for playing back the video, and it's also the emergency button for you to lock the video clip. This dashcam does use a supercapacitor and not a rechargeable battery. That way you don't have to worry about the battery failing after a couple of years, and it's also a lot more reliable in extreme temperature. The operating temperature of this dashcam is minus 13 degrees Fahrenheit to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Right here is the windshield mount. Inside is the GPS antenna. And on the back of this is a double-sided tape. You can use the double-sided tape to stick this directly onto the windshield. On the side is a power input port. Now this connector is a mini USB connector. To install this mount, simply slide this onto the top of the dashcam. To adjust the angle of the dashcam, loosen this collar, and then you adjust the angle and tighten this back up. Right here is a cigarette lighter power cable. Connect this in with the mini USB connector onto the GPS antenna windshield mount, and then plug this into your car's 12-volt accessory port. Now looking on this side, if you swing open this cover, there's an extra USB connector you can use to charge your phone. Right here is a rear camera. The resolution on this camera is 1080p at 30 frames per second. The viewing angle of this camera is 145 degrees. And to install this camera, remove the backing on this double-sided tape and then stick this directly onto the back window. On this side, you have a USB-C connector where you connect the rear camera cable. And right here is a rear camera cable. Take one end of the cable and plug into the rear camera, and connect the other end of the cable to the top of the dashcam. Before powering the dashcam, make sure you install the memory card. Now Masigo also offer an optional CPL filter or circular polarizer filter. Now you might be interested in installing a CPL filter on this dashcam because with a polarizer filter, it will help reduce glare in the video, and when it comes to reading license plates on a sunny day, the picture quality is going to be a lot better. Let me open this up and I'll show you what it looks like. To install this filter, first remove the metal ring on the dashcam. Now you can screw on the CPL filter. I'm going to remove this protective film. You can adjust the CPL filter by rotating this top polarizer lens. And once you see the image is nice and clear without any glare, then you have the correct setting. First time powering this on, it will ask you to select the language. I'll select English. Now select the time zone. Here you can set the date and time. You can turn on or off the daylight savings time. Here you can choose a speed unit, miles per hour or kilometers per hour. Next, it will ask you to format the memory card. Go into Settings, scroll down to Format Memory Card, select OK. Now the memory card is formatted. Right now you're looking at a live view of the front camera and the rear camera. The main screen is showing you the front camera, and the top small screen is showing you the rear camera. Now if you want to toggle this picture-in-picture view, select this button right here. Looking at the display, the flashing red dot tells you it's recording both the front and rear camera. On this side, it will show you the resolution of the front camera and rear camera. The front camera is right now set to 4K 30 frames per second, and the rear camera is 1080p at 30 frames per second. The microphone is on right now, and the memory card is installed. At the bottom here, it will show you the speed you're traveling at, and on the left side, it will show you the date and time. Let's go into the menu. Press the menu button right here. First item is resolution. By default, it's 4K resolution for the front and 1080p for the rear. Video length. This is the loop recording time. By default, set to 1 minute. You can also set it to 3 minutes. Now, the way the Dashcam record is once you turn on the ignition, it will begin recording, and it records a series of video clips. You can set it to either 1 minute or 3 minute long. Once the memory card is full, it will start overwriting the oldest file. Video format. By default, it's set to MPEG-4. You can also set it to TS file format if you want. Exposure for the front camera. You can increase or decrease the exposure. Exposure for the rear camera. Same thing, you can increase or decrease the exposure. Microphone, you can turn this on or off. G sensor, by default set to low. You can set it for high, medium, low, or off. With the G sensor, if your car gets into an accident, the G sensor and the dash cam will sense that impact and lock that video clip so it will not be overwritten. Place stamp, by default is off. If you want to assign a number to this dash cam, you can. Parking surveillance, by default is off. Now if you install the Masigo Hardwire Kit, then you can utilize the parking mode function. Rotate display front. Depending on how you install the camera, whether it's right side up or upside down, you can rotate the image. Same thing for the rear camera. You can also flip the image horizontally. Time and day stamp, by default is on, so the recording will have the time and day on it. Model number stamp, by default is on. GPS stamp, by default is on. Speed stamp, by default is on. Now we're back to resolution. If you press the menu button, it will exit out. Press it again. Once more. Now you're in the setup menu. First item is Wi-Fi. Now this dashcam supports 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz Wi-Fi connectivity. Using the Masigo app, you can connect to the dashcam, make changes to the settings, and download the video files. Next is Format Memory Card, which I showed you earlier. You set the time and date, daylight savings time, time zone, speed units, language, picture-in-picture display. By default, the main screen is showing you the front camera, and the smaller screen will show you the rear camera. Screensaver, by default is off. Now if you select HUD, while you're driving, the LCD display will show you the speed you're traveling at and the time. You can also select 10 seconds or 30 seconds. With these two settings, the LCD will turn off after 10 seconds or 30 seconds. I'm going to set this to off. Screen brightness, you can increase or decrease the brightness. Device sounds, by default is on. Frequency, 60 Hz or 50 Hz. In North America, we use 60 Hz. Default setting will allow you to revert to factory setting. System version, this is a software version of the dashcam. And the last menu here is for playing back the video. You can play back normal video, and event photo. When you're done, press the menu button again to exit, and it'll go back to a live view. Now while the dashcam is recording, if you press the down select button, it'll mute the microphone. Press it again, it'll unmute it. If you press the OK button, it'll lock this video clip. So if you're driving along and you see something happening on the road, you can lock that video clip so it will not be overwritten, and you can view that video clip later on. Now, if you want to utilize the parking mode function on this dashcam, you will need to purchase the optional Hardwire Kit from Masigo. Right here in this box is a Hardwire Kit. With it, it will allow you to operate the dashcam while the ignition is off. If the dashcam detects an impact to the vehicle, it will automatically save that footage. There's a voltage protection circuit box, and there are dip switches you can set so you don't end up draining the battery so low you cannot start the car. There's also a setting for time cutoff, so you can run this for a period of time and then it'll automatically shut off the power to the dashcam. Now, you don't have to have this Hardwire Kit, but again, if you want to use a parking mode function, you will need to install this. To install the dashcam, remove the backing on double-sided tape and then stick this directly onto the windshield. Next, connect the power cable. Connect the rear camera cable. Route both cables up to the headliner over to the A-pillar. With the rear camera cable, you need to run this all the way to the back. With the power cable, run this along the side, down to your kick panel, over to your center console, where you have the 12-volt accessory port. Plug the power plug into your 12-volt accessory port. To install the rear camera, remove the backing on double-sided tape, and then stick this directly onto the back window. I'll connect the rear camera cable to the rear camera. Now install this onto the back window. Turn on the ignition. The dashcam will power on automatically and begin recording both the front and rear camera simultaneously. And to toggle the picture-in-picture view, press the up select button here. Let me show you how to connect the Masigo Viewer app to the dashcam. In your Google Play Store or Apple App Store, find the app that's called Masigo Viewer, install it, open up the app. Now select Connect Dashcam. Here will give you instructions on how to connect. Next, turn on the Wi-Fi on the dashcam. Press and hold the down arrow button. You can select 2.4 GHz or 5 GHz. Here will show you the SSID and the password. The password is 12345678. Go to your Wi-Fi setting and find the SSID Masigo. Select that. And when it prompts you to enter the password, again the password is 12345678. Go back to the app and select Enter Dashcam. Here you have playback, installation helper, and settings. Let's go into settings. Here you can make changes to the settings in a dashcam, just like what I showed you on the LCD display earlier. Next, I'll show you playback. This will list all the recordings from the dashcam. You have normal recording, event recording, and photo. These video files are categorized under dates and time. So for example, if I want to play back a video, selected, and now I'll play back the video. If I want to download the video, select the download icon at the top, select OK. And now this file is being downloaded to my phone. Now if you want to see the downloaded video that's saved to your phone, select the local button right here at the top. Now select normal. And here's the downloaded file. So this file you're seeing is saved on my phone. And this is how the Masigo app will allow you to make changes to the settings on this dashcam and view and download the recorded files. Next, I'll show you the actual recording from this dashcam for both daytime and nighttime. As you saw in the recording, both daytime and nighttime video quality is very good from this dashcam. I like how it has a large LCD display so you can see the live view of both the front and rear camera, and you can also use the mobile app to download the recorded files. If you're interested in getting this dashcam, it currently retails for $190, and there's a $30 off coupon you can apply to get extra savings. If you want to learn more about it, check out the link below. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this video. To support this channel, remember to click on thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the notification bell so you get notified of new videos.